Hey man, back at it again, like we never left, like we never quenched the thirst for knowledge. Now today, we are actually back at it again, but it's with our first video. And our first video is going to be about the Ethiopian Bible and why it got banned. So, I might be a little bit controversial in this video, but I just really don't care, because it is up to you to take your mantle in this spiritual journey. It is up to you to walk in the right path. So without further ado, like, comment, subscribe and share. Remember, this universe is for us, for the taking. And let's get into the video.
Have you ever seen this before in your life? Chances are your answer is no. It looks really weird, like something you see in a treasure hunt movie, only that this is real. The Ethiopian Bible is one of the most mysterious and controversial books that ever existed. Even the country itself is shrouded in mysteries that can't be explained, but that's a story for another day. Ethiopia is home to one of the oldest civilizations in the world, and is the only country in Africa that was not colonized.
Repeat that again. It's the only country in Africa that was not colonized. Why? Because this is our royalty. This is where the royalty of Africa lives. So when you speak of Ethiopia, you're speaking about the real kingdom of Africa, and it's actually stemmed its way up to the Congos and up to the east, south and west of Africa. So Ethiopia is a very great country. We have just been programmed not to think about it like that as Africans, but Ethiopia is our actual royal blood. Just like with the other people in the other hemispheres that think it is the British or the France that are the royal bloods. For us as Africans, it's the Ethiopia. That's where our royal blood lies. That's what we look like, all of us, but let's get back again.
And because of that, they can trace their lineage all the way back to Ham, one of the sons of Noah. This has even been collaborated with the Jews. But this video...
Hey man, you should also go look into that, because that's not about the video today. Go look into Ham, why Ham was cast. We can also do it in another video if you like it. So Ham was a child of Noah. He saw Noah drunk instead of helping Noah. Ham decided to laugh. Alimuona naked, alimuona uchi. Another theory is that Ham alikuwa na weird sexual desires when they were in the boat, so he was cast. And what do we really know about that? I have different opinions, but I'm not going to share them on this video. Let's just carry on.
Video is not about the country itself, but about what the country possesses. Ethiopia has some of the oldest Bible scrolls that ever existed, even older than the famous KJV Bible. Other than the 66 books that make up the King James Bible, the Ethiopic Bible has 88 books and includes some works that other churches just don't have. The book has scrolls from the Old Testament, the New Testament, and scrolls that had never been seen before.
Pause, hold up, bro. This guy just said that the Ethiopian Bible is actually older. It might even be older than the Catholic Bible. Yet, we still use the Catholic Bible and other Bibles to run our Christianity in Africa. Hey, bruh.
And what makes this so interesting is that they had these scrolls long before Christianity first came to their society in the 4th century. In other words,
long before Christianity came to this land, this Bible proves that we actually had Christianity. But I will explain to you Christianity in a different way. It's not the Christianity that people these days have been hypnotized by. It is our real Christianity. The Christianity where we know what we are practicing. It is the Christianity that is practiced by the nuclear family. It is the Christianity in our homes, not the Christianity in our churches. But I digress. Let's continue watching the video.
Christianity wasn't a religion given to them like most nations. Christianity was already in Ethiopia. Since the 4th century, Ethiopia has been a nation of Christianity. Egyptian traveler, monk, and historian Cosmas Indicopleustis wrote that Ethiopia was a Christian country when he visited there in the middle of the 6th century.
You see, ask yourself, is this the reason why it is so easy to program Africans with Christianity than with any other religion? Because Christianity originated with us, or Christianity was already with us before it was brought to us by the white people. And this white man, we know what he did to us. We know like for me, where I come from, like the Agekoyo, we know what the white man did to us, what he did and took us from our land. And we also had a version of our own Christianity in our own culture. Is this the reason why it is so easy to program Africans with Christianity? Yeah, do your research, man.
He saw how the rulers opened their borders to a lot of Christian refugees who fled to Ethiopia as they ran away from persecution from kingdoms and empires that were against Christianity. Certain Ethiopian tribes have been worshipping the Christian God for over 3,500 years. In such, the oldest organized Christian body in the world is not the Catholic ministry as many would have.
Let me just put this in there. There's this other video that was released by Russians and backed by Putin showing the saints or icons, and it actually showed black colored icons, this color or even darker. Question your reality, man.
As many would have. You believe, but the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which is locally known as Tewahdo in Ethiopia. The country also has one of the earliest illustrated Christian books ever found, which is a part of the Gospels written in Ge'ez, an old Ethiopian language, and was found in 2010 in a monastery on top of a mountain in Ethiopia. According to the Kebra Nagast, which is an Ethiopia's holy book, in the 10th century BC, an Ethiopian ruler and the famous biblical queen of Sheba went to Jerusalem to ask the famous King Solomon for advice. It's even recorded in the acceptable Bible canon, but what the Bible didn't tell us is that the two rulers had a son together named Menelik. Queen Sheba took the boy back to...
So there's a very big conspiracy that's going around that they actually never had this child, but from what we understand as the true Christians from Africa, these stories in the Bible, they are more than the stories and dramas we play in our daily lives. These are actual stories that may be attributed to the stars, and we are also the stars, the Rastas. We are children of the sun. That's why our skin is black. That's why we have melanin. That's why I call every African guy is a Rasta, because we are all the seeds of the sun. So they are saying that Sheba actually never had a kid with Solomon, and from the Kebra Nagast it points out that Sheba actually had a child with Solomon, and this child actually bore offsprings that would go and conquer other territories in Africa, including my own, the Agekoyo. But that's just my thinking, because some of this knowledge has been debunked as false, but it's up to you to always go and look for the truth for yourself, because the truth will always resonate with you, no matter what.
Queen Sheba took the boy back to Ethiopia and made him the first emperor. In 2012, experts looked at the genetic makeup of many Ethiopians and found some evidence to support Sheba's journey to Jerusalem and birth there. In such, it is believed that Egyptian, Israeli, or Syrian people may have mixed with the Ethiopian natives around 3,000 years ago.
Yeah. My Egyptian people, the wakale watu wenye najua, nyi wote mnasemaga mmetoka Egypt. The Kalenjins claim they have come from Egypt, and I always have this back and forth with them, because I see there is always a parallel between what they believe and what we believe. But I've always this to me feels like the piece of the puzzle that connects the Kalenjins and the Agikuyu in this path, because there's just a lot, man. You go look at it for yourself. I'm just triggering your mind to think outside the box that you are in.